Hey there, I'm Erin.
And I'm Stacy Beth from Pussy POV Podcast on this episode of Bad Truth.
It's going to be a good one. Thank you all for tuning in.
From the acclaimed Yellow Dog Studios in the heart of Wimberley, Texas, you're listening to the Bad Truth Podcast with your hosts, Michael and Adam.
We have female voices on our podcast today, Mike.
I know. It's a, what's this? Is it a Yellow Dog podcast family?
This is the Yellow Dog podcast family, all of us together.
Damn it. Now we're going to have a Christmas party?
Yeah. This, I think, is the Christmas party.
Yeah.
I'll be Santa.
I hate Christmas. Well, parties.
Yeah. You hate Christmas and parties and...
Mm-hmm. I think you should give presents out throughout the year instead of just like right before income tax and property taxes.
You sound like you should be a cam girl.
That's my I would be a terrible cam girl. Let's talk about how hot it is in here.
God.
Weren't you supposed to turn the air on like 2 seconds ago?
Well...
It's warm. It's a little warm.
I'm going to text.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm
turn the
freezing.
air on.
You're going to text them.
I'll put my shirt on.
Text.
All right. What are we doing?
I think we're doing a podcast with another podcast.
Okay, cool. This is a mashup, podcast mashup.
This is it.
All right, so I came up with this idea, I think, with Stacy's help. Hello, Stacy.
Hi.
With an E, by the way.
Yes.
All right.
Stacy with me.
The first one I know that has an E.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's across the Mississippi thing.
No.
At west of Mississippi, you put the E in.
Yeah.
I think you should change it to an IE to keep it really unique.
No.
Stacy with an IE.
That's actually not unique. I
Stacey.
feel like the way that they spell names now, all very white-like, that would be a white person thing to do.
You want to get into names? There's a girl at the Dripping Springs Starbucks because the other one closes at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Her name was Emma. And I said, "Oh, your name's Emma. That's the nickname for what? What's your full name?" She goes, "Oh no, it's Emma." I was like,
That's a pretty normal name.
So your parents gave you a nickname for your name.
Is Emma a nickname?
I don't think
Yeah.
Emma's a nickname.
What would Emma be the nickname for?
For a lot of things.
Like what?
Like Emily, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, and your nickname is Emma?
Yeah.
I've met a lot of Emmas in my life, and it was never a nickname.
I just think it's just a Texas thing. Y'all just shortened it to.
It
So what
must-
would her nickname of a nickname be? M?
Ems?
Maybe she doesn't want a nickname. Maybe her nickname's something like Kit Kat or something like funky like that.
Kit Kat.
I don't fucking know.
I'm just staring her down right now. All right. How's that AC working out? What are you doing?
I'm looking up Emma.
Oh,
For
Adam's
Emily
the resident
and
Googler
Amelia.
at Bad Tree
Amelia?
Podcast.
Amelia.
Wait a
Emma
minute.
is-
I mean, we talked about mashing up podcasts, but nobody even said what our podcast was.
That's how we do it here.
Oh,
This is-
you just don't call
Yeah,
it
the
that?
name I made. All right, I came up with this name for
Okay,
this
go
one.
on. Go on.
Idol worship.
Oh, okay.
I thought that just sounded cool. But what we're really talking about is, what is the attraction to musicians?
None.
Yeah. Ooh, I got over that one in high school.
Yeah, I feel like I did too.
I like successful guys now. Just kidding.
Is it worth it though? Was it worth it?
Well, I mean, not really, because when I had the most of my experience with a lot of musicians, or that I dated and stuff, I was fairly young, between 16 and 20.
Would you say under 25?
Yes.
Over 25? No.
Well, I mean, obviously now, but
Yeah.
Well,
he's Adam's an engineer now, right?
Oh, damn.
He's still on his phone.
Dang.
Are you
I'm trying to get the AC going.
Can you do it from your phone?
No, I'm trying to tell Dave to turn
Oh.
the AC down.
Not that fancy.
Yellow Dogs, Dave.
Not
first
that
one.
fancy.
So that's one of the things that I always question is like, what is it about musicians or a guy with the instrument or a guy singing on stage that women just can't be fans? Like you just can't go to the show, watch the band, get the merch, and then leave. Why do they have to have this extra thing where they want to meet them, they want to hang out with them, they want to follow them online?
I don't think that's all women. I think
Well,
you're
there is
generalizing.
fanboys that do that too.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, there's
That's
not
groupie
not
girls.
all
That's a
of us.
specific type, yeah.
Obviously, not all of us, and I know not a lot of females that I know who go to shows and stuff. They clearly don't go to fuck around with the guys or anything like that. They actually go to enjoy the music and stuff.
But I think it's
they go
like
in the wrong bands, Adam.
I think if you like go to a show and you meet the guy afterwards and he's flirty with you, though, it works out in his favor because you just saw him on stage and now he's being sweet to you. It makes it like more appealing. Like, oh my god, this.
And it's also definitely, I feel like it's also definitely a power thing.
Yeah.
You see this person up there and you're like, this, like you said, idol worship. They're
so it's
almost
under
like,
20, because my thing is, all right, my mom told me a long time ago that don't get serious with a girl 25 or younger because they're too fickle. And then I had to look up what fickle meant.
At what age did she tell you
What
this?
does fickle mean? I use that word.
Still late teenager, probably. She said, don't get serious with anyone under 25 because they're fickle.
That makes sense. I feel like it
still a
does.
kid at 25,
You're still kind of mentally maturing. But
Right.
I think up until almost 25.
I think the brain stops developing, at least for women. I know more about women than men. It stops developing at 25. So it's like 25
explains a lot, Adam.
Yeah, 25 and
Yes,
older.
we're
It's
still
like
developing.
you're going to know yourself. You're going to be mentally developed and ready for more serious things in life.
When are
versus-
men's brains
Ooh,
fully
don't
mature?
know.
Haven't figured-
37?
Still waiting.
I haven't figured that out yet.
96.
Yeah, if you get that long. All right. All right. Well, she said that, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay. So I'll throw out some fake science here, but you just tell me what you think. So a woman under 25, to me, I think that they're still going off of this primal, instinctual survival thing that we've had in human civilizations for millions of years, however long we've been here, or 5,000 if you're one of those people. So you can laugh in the mic, Adam.
600 years.
Because you've all seen the pretty girl in school. She's always with the big muscly wings on his t-shirt douchebag guy, and everyone's going like, why is she with that douchebag? He's cheating on her. He treats her terrible. Why are they always going for that? And my excuse to make me feel better, right, Adam? You
Yeah,
with me?
of
All right.
course.
Is because she's still young and she doesn't even know why she's doing this. It's just her primal instincts, caveman era, where it's like, I need a strong person that's going to battle, that's going to hunt, it's going to get the best cave, and I have the best chance of moving my genes on with this person.
Yeah.
In the future generations. But then once you get older than that, then it changes, the reality changes, and then they switch they switch from their base instincts into like, you know what? I need a guy that's caring, a guy that's going to support me, a guy's going to really take care of my kids, not leave me. They kind of switches to that, and then you see the pretty girl with the not very attractive dude, the overweight guy, like, walking around and go, why is that hot girl with this ugly overweight dude?
Right
and it's the
here.
same thing.
Because they have, I
Right
feel
here.
like
I think
they
it's
don't have a lot to-
confidence issues.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot to compensate for. Those dudes
Yeah.
in those shitty affliction t-shirts and, these muscle-bound dudes, whatever the hell they are, I don't know.
The young girls run to them at first.
Yeah.
Well, girls, we go through so much. Like all girls, until a certain age, usually deal with confidence issues. It's women that end up in like healthy relationships with normal guys that aren't like the guys you just described.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the girls that like find their confidence and they realize what their worth is. So they're going to date nice guys. And high school girls are just like, I want the popularity. I want the football player. And it's like they really don't know themselves yet. So they're just dating whatever
It's all,
whatever
like,
like society
social.
tells them
Yeah.
they should be dating, and it's stupid.
So I'm just going to assume y'all are agreeing with what I said in your own words.
Oh, yeah, a little.
And Michael's like, I'm just going to put words in your
Like,
mouth.
I always dated the goth guys.
All right, so now we're back to the musician thing again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I guess, being on tour buses, you don't really think much of it, but it's like, it seems like why some girls want to get on the band's tour bus. I
Yeah.
don't get it. What's the big attraction of getting on they want to party with the band after the show. And my thing is, what are you thinking? What's your expectations of getting on this bus with all these guys? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, for me, I mean, I actually had never been on a musician's tour bus until I was with Adam, and that was obviously.
But you probably knew
to
people,
be-
though.
to be friends, yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking personal experience.
No,
We're
I know.
just
So I have
people in
no,
general.
yeah, I'm just like, I would, obviously, again, it goes back to this power thing. You see them and you're like, oh, they have a tour bus. They must be big time and they're this and that and the
They
other.
never
And
are.
yeah. I mean,
They never
I
are.
mean,
See, I was telling Stacy before this episode, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we talking about? I was kind of confused. And she's like, she gave me the lowdown. And I was like, oh, this is going to be hard because I've only like fucked with Texas hardcore dudes. And
Yeah.
they like tour in their mom's vans and shit. It's not luxurious. It's just like specifically
But I
the
mean, a
power
lot
thing
of-
and like
Yeah,
the
no
look.
one wants to get in the van.
Should I?
because
do?
there's one guy sleeping in the bench seat in the back. You know what I mean?
Dude, how many beers have I shotgunned in the back of a mom's van and then ended up sucking a dick? Like, sorry, can I say that on here?
Yeah.
Of course.
Tight.
Of course.
I don't.
I think it's like
think
the
I've done
competition
that.
thing too. Like, I want to do that anymore because now, like,
You're over
I know-
25.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
you're
over-
gonna do it on
I'm
a tour
28
bus,
now,
not in
so
the back of a van.
it's like I'm looking for different things in life, not just a party.
When you guys get a bus, call me. I'm done with this van stuff.
It's like I drive a minivan now.
Yeah.
But shit, I forgot what I was saying. Never mind.
Anyway, so
It'll
but,
come
no,
back to
you
you.
were talking, or I guess we were talking about the tour bus.
Oh,
Stuff,
I was
you know.
saying it's like a competition thing. You see all these girls drooling over these guys, and it's like, if I can get him, like, imagine how cool I would seem. Like I'm like beating out all these other girls. And I don't know why so many girls like musicians. I don't, especially with hardcore, because all those guys like live at home with their mom. They're touring in their mom's van or whatever. They don't
Remember-
have money. They make really shitty music. Like,
But yet you went to the shows, though.
I know, it's so embarrassing.
Because again, we weren't quite mentally matured yet, so our
and
musical
hardcore
tastes
seems so cool. You were in the hardcore scene a little
Does
bit.
it matter
little
the
bit.
instrument that the guy had? The guys, is it like
Real
bass,
qu-
drums, guitar, or singer?
Real quick, hold on, real quick. We had brought up buses and stuff. I had to bring up Brett Michaels' Rock of Love bus season.
Yes.
Bus. His Rock of Love tour bus season.
He is something else.
Where does he put his wigs?
Right? Where does he put all
I
his
think-
Probably has
foundation?
some bunk.
I think the bandana's connected
I
to
feel like
the wig.
it's a Joe Dirt thing.
And so he
where
doesn't have
it's
to
like
blend the lace front.
No.
surgically
I think it's all
implanted.
one thing.
You think?
And he takes it off and it's
He's got a bunch
Brett
of
Michaels.
All right, what about the bus?
okay. No, it was just I don't know. It made me think of because me and Adam a while back had decided to binge watch all the Rock of Love
Y'all are so in love.
seasons
so
and
painful.
stuff. And it made
That's
me
only something
think,
you can
'cause
do
one
with somebody
season-
you really love.
one season was like it all took place on his tour bus,
bus.
and they would go around
Which is
America and
fucking, can you
pick up
imagine how that
chicks
bus
and
smelled?
Probably like Badissi.
So much gross yeast infection pussy.
I don't know. I've seen his band guys. I think they're like all married dudes.
They're all married
they're
dudes
pretty
with
all,
herpes.
like-
They're only married because they found the right woman that also has herpes and settled down.
It was a match. They just pass it back and forth like tennis.
It's like those dating websites for people with herpes.
Yeah.
dating website.
Yes, it's like Christian Mingle, just
Herpes match.
herpes mingle.
No, I like to think the herpes website is Christian Mingle.
Hey,
That's why you found God, right?
let me tell
'Cause
you
got
something about,
herpes.
since we're going way off here,
Oh yeah.
Christian Mingle, there are stories where women will prey on Christian guys on that site
They spend more money.
and get them to like do everything, and they take all their money and they steal from them, and they just keep them going.
Well, you have
Keep
to
'em
think
going.
they're into like
good
worshiping
idea.
things,
Yeah.
so why not let them worship you?
Yeah,
right?
the Christian guy is getting taken.
Yeah.
Or what about farmersonly.com?
Ooh, I am an ag student. I should get in on that.
What's the best ag school? Is it? It's Cornell, right?
Texas State, Doug?
No, I think it's Cornell.
You think?
Yes, I think it is.
I think so too.
Yeah, they like cured actual things that we need to
Oh,
be cured.
but back to the point. I don't have a specific musician.
You don't have a type. It's just the person themselves.
I always just end up with drummers. And I hear that drummers are the craziest, and I too am crazy. So I guess it just works out that way.
So she's never
Bassists
with
are
a
usually
musician.
boring and fat.
Whoa!
Who?
Bassist?
Ooh, bassist, yeah. Oh, Adam's a bassist, right?
So's
Yeah.
Michael.
And he's
We're
skinny.
both
Oh,
bassists.
so is Michael.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all just
Wow,
Okay, I guess
Aaron.
that stereotype is wrong.
Hey, Michael, we're boring and fat. Remember that.
I'm half of that.
No, I had a long man, I dated a lot of drummers, and it's a long story to talk about.
Weird
I don't know if
time.
y'all want to hear about it.
I heard they're
Because-
pretty fit, like more than
Yeah.
more than like
So-
professional athletes.
Can I drop band names here? Is
I don't care.
No, because I don't want to give them publicity because they don't deserve it. They're all piece of shit.
All right. Well, okay.
And
let's
they're
move to this.
irrelevant.
So it doesn't matter the who plays what.
Yeah. So I started hooking up with this drummer when I first got into Texas hardcore, and then he introduced me to his friend who was a bassist. I got with him. He introduced me to his friend that was a drummer, which was my ex-boyfriend of 5 years. And then I just stopped
Insert
fucking around with
barf noise.
musicians because they were all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
So
I was never picky, but I think I always, when I was younger, always found myself going for guitar players. That was always something I found myself going for.
And now I'm a stripper, so I just attract rappers now, which I'm not sure is a musician. I'm not sure if that's a musician.
Probably not.
That's just somebody that can talk really fast.
It's like original karaoke. They're
Right?
They're singing the tracks.
Yeah.
God, I mean,
That
I
they
get
made.
so many mixtapes. Do you know how many guys try to get lap dances for their mixtapes? And I'm like, you should be paying me extra.
Now, if only they knew that
for-
you knew Adam and someone who has a studio, you know, they'd really be giving you their demos.
Shit. I'm not telling them that. Those are not the type of people I want in my life.
You know, people give me their tapes too, CDs, at shows.
They try to get lap dances.
No,
from you?
no, they want me to give it to whoever to have someone listen to them, and then
Yeah.
hopefully someone will put them on a show or a record deal, which has never happened ever.
Has it?
No,
Never? Ever? Ever?
not in the people I've been with.
Yeah.
they had in the bus. We'd have stacks of them.
Really?
Yeah, they
Well,
make
y'all-
great. They make great.
Coasters?
Yes, right there.
I knew what he was talking about.
There you go.
Because that's what I do with the mixtapes I get.
Coasters
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just garbage.
or frisbees. Yeah.
For your dogs.
So is the
Anyways.
backstage pass the VIP? Does that mean anything? The
Oh, you
girls
were-
that try to get VIP or
That's what you were
backstage
talking about.
passes or just to get into the show, get on the guest list.
I feel like
I think
that,
the side stage is the worst place to watch a band,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause
and they
it sucks.
insist on watching a band from the side of the stage.
Well, that
And
goes
they're-
to show you that they don't really care about watching, or they don't care about hearing the music.
They wanna be
Clearly.
seen.
They're,
They
and
want the
that,
people in
and
the
they're just
front of
waiting
the-
for the guys to get done so they can try and get their thing. But I feel like VIP passes, backstage passes, side stage, whatever. I feel like you don't even need that. You can use your poon for that if you're right enough.
I got the only time I got a backstage pass that I was stoked for was at an I
Google
Hate
it.
God, Pentagram, and it was another band that I can't remember. They gave me a backstage pass. I think they wanted to fuck me, but I was just stoked to be on stage for fucking I Hate God, and I ended up just stage diving off. I was like, eh. And then they wouldn't let me back up because I
Yeah.
realized I was a psycho. I came up all sweaty with my makeup running, and I was like, "Can I still come up here?" And they're like, "Not desirable anymore."
They're like,
I'm glad
have
you're
a black
here
eye.
today, Aaron. I'm happy that you're here.
Thanks.
Well, have you known the girls? All right, you go to a show with a bunch of girlfriends or whatever, and suddenly they don't have boyfriends at the show when they're talking to the band.
oh yeah.
It's like, I know she's dating that
Well,
dude,
because
and
suddenly-
they're single when they're talking to a guy in the
Well,
band.
because suddenly the band members don't have girlfriends or wives either, so
But that's a given.
it works
Yeah.
both ways. So
It
wait,
does.
wait, but why
It
did the
sure
chicks
does.
get chastised?
This
for it?
reminds me of the guy that was cheating on his fucking girlfriend that lied to me about being single. He was a fucking drummer in a country band. And he is a habitual cheater / musician.
No surprise there.
Yeah, it's...
Well, you said drummer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a drummer, too. I forgot to mention.
You did just mention that.
Dun,
No,
dun,
I didn't
dun.
mention him. He's not one of the ones I mentioned. I forgot about him. His dick was super small.
I like how you got into the mic real
Super small.
Can we put a bunch of reverb on that
Oh, yeah, we will.
in editing? Okay.
super,
20 minutes
super,
in.
You can't get too close in there.
All right, where am I at here? I'm looking through my notes.
That's what
Okay.
happens when you hang
So-
out with us.
We're definitely hanging with the
I sent you
pussy
that. I sent you that text of the DEF CON.
Yeah, and stupid me
One-
was like, "Is that the talking points?"
You know, the 1 through 5
Yeah.
armed
The
forces.
colored.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. So that's a term that I would use in my single days on the road when one girl is out of her area and doesn't tell me and comes into another region that she's not allowed to be in. So now I have 2 girls showing up. So that's DEFCON 2, Adam.
Okay.
So now you're dealing with. So now you got 2 girls coming to see you at a show.
Oh, you double booked the pussy.
No, no.
Oh my gosh!
Let me unpack
I've done
this.
that with guys before. It always ends up really bad.
Let me unpack this for you again. All right. No, it's when you're playing in a certain city, and then someone from another city decides they want to go to the show, doesn't tell you, or tells you while they're on the way, hey, we're coming to see you, and now you got one that's already there. So now that would be DEFCON 2 right there. So now you're dealing with two people.
Okay.
You're dealing with a potential threesome / orgy.
No, that is not what's
you
going
wouldn't
to
even
happen.
take it that way?
Shit, I should be a
know
musician
something.
because
No.
I have some creative ideas.
No, see, they have to be like in their own area.
Weren't
you
you
can't
just
leave your
talking
area.
to me about making your own happiness, making things happen?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Make that bad situation become a good situation and have a threesome.
One's going to get upset because she's going to think that he doesn't like her anymore, or that the musician's blowing her off or whatever. Like, yeah, I can't really, I got to do this, I got to do that, whatever. And they would normally think like, well, I
That
guess.
girl sounds delusional because she
Yeah.
should know that you're a musician that just wants to fuck.
Yeah. And what's happening, he can't tell her, look, I do really want to fuck you, but I have this other one that I'm already committed to. It's not that I don't want to fuck you, just that I don't want to fuck you tonight. Because
No,
I
that's
want
when you
this,
say.
because I already have
That's when you say.
this one.
Listen, baby, I'd like you so much more if y'all both sucked my dick at the same time.
Well, you don't
together.
want them like next to each other.
Why? But
It's like
what if they're down for
It's
it?
like a Three's Company episode. You're like running back and forth. Hey, what's going on? All right,
Or no,
I gotta go
or
do
no.
something. I'll be right back.
Here's an idea. You could say, I like you so much more than her, but I'd love to get y'all together. But
No.
if you're not down with it, I'll wait for you,
that
baby.
That never turns out well. That's Hollywood.
I guess
that
I'm
never,
just a hoe.
No. You don't want them to know each other or anything
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
So is there
Yeah.
ever so then would you do one of those like sitcom things where you're trying to, I guess it's not really, never happens in sitcoms,
Like
where you try to double dip, like get
Like a
one
Bret
and then later
Michaels?
on that night you like get one before the show and then after the show you get you figure out whichever one's
It
more
can
fun.
be done if
By
you're
a professional.
if you're like staying overnight or leaving really late at night.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like this episode we're gonna lose like 20 followers. But,
I told
but
you.
Aaron is gonna gain like
Ooh.
30 of our followers.
Yeah.
Can I do a shameless plug of where I work so they can just come spend money on me?
I don't care.
I don't
No,
care.
I don't want to get stalked. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Then you're-
duh.
yeah.
DM me, boys.
Well, anyway, that's what I like to call advancing shows, Adam.
Yes.
This is a long time ago, back in the day. And it's not just
Okay.
me.
Well,
Have you ever advanced a show? You can't say that, can you?
What is advancing a show? Like, is that when you're like you're figuring out what the
Like
girl-
you're a road manager and you're trying to get all the information from the show. You're just trying to get all the information,
Yeah.
like for this
Yeah.
friend, quote unquote, friend of yours that may or may not show
Yeah,
up.
I don't care if he talks about
And
that
sometimes
stuff.
they don't show up. Sometimes you're like
Oh, and
thinking
then-
someone's
see,
going to
and
show
that's
up,
why it's
and then
best
you're
to
like,
have
and you're
the
like,
two.
damn it.
You have to have the backup.
Have y'all
I was
ever
always
had?
like Michael
Has that ever
Anthony in the
happened?
bands.
And girls try to fight each other over it?
I don't think so.
No,
No.
Where this is country music. I don't think they fought each other.
you don't think
No.
country girls fight? I thought those were the most
No,
ratchet.
they can't fight in those short
I
shorts.
know
and
ratchet
cowboy
is like
boots.
a hip hop culture word, but I thought country girls were pretty ratchet.
If anyone's ever had more than been up to DEFCON 3 or higher, I'd like to know about it.
Is it? So is the numbers going by how many chicks come and show up? Wow, I'd love to meet somebody at a DEFCON 5.
5 different girls.
17.
Email the Bad Truth guys about this if you have,
We should hit up
you
Brett
could.
Michaels.
and then we'd love to
no.
have you a guest on our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you do all that stuff out of town and never in town, because you don't want to go like your local bar and then there's like, 3 girls, 4 girls in there. You're like, oh, I've had sex with these girls all in this bar, because then that gets weird.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
true.
you don't want
I
that,
don't know.
especially when you start to date someone. So it's like usually once
Yeah.
you start to date someone, as a musician, this is T-Bay. What are the things we used to call them?
T-Bay tip.
Yeah, T-Bay tip, whatever
Who's
number
T-Bay's
we're on.
tip?
All right,
Come again? What?
that's my nickname, and these are tips. All right,
Here's
so
the T-Bay tip.
I'll give you a little index card, and you can read later on what we're
Okay,
doing here.
okay.
All right, just let's play along.
Okay.
So, what I say is when you start to date someone, this is advice that I give musicians. Just tell whoever you're starting to date or who you like, hey, look, if we're ever out and a girl comes up and says hi, just assume that we've had sex.
Oh,
Just get it over with. I don't want the conversation later. Who was that? Or who was this or that? Let's just automatically assume if any girl comes up to me and says hi or give the hug while we're out together, just assume that. And I think that would just get rid of everything.
Gets rid of
such a
the
bad
stigma.
idea.
Do
Because
girls
then
get
the
mad?
girl's going to like...
They're
think
gonna want to know
everybody-
anyway.
I mean, I don't know what kind of girls you date then because I don't.
You're being
think
honest.
That
Are you not being
automatically.
honest?
No, I mean, I don't automatically assume that he's banged every girl that like comes up and says hi to him.
Heyo.
Every time I hug Adam, you're like, what the fuck?
Stop hugging
Just
him.
assume.
Don't even look at him.
Maybe it's not so good a tip then.
I don't give a fuck who my partners have fucked because it's not my business.
The past, exactly.
Yeah.
I always say if you're a badass musician and think you want to, when you're in that phase, it's a phase.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
it's a phase. Just like the girls, you know, like the musician guys, the guys like to do all that stuff on the road. It's definitely a phase when you're younger. But I always say if you think you're really that badass, go to another bar
Yeah.
after the gig you play. Don't talk to any of those girls at that bar. Go to another bar and hang out there and see if you can pick up somebody. See how good you really are.
Yeah.
Take the Superman cape off, go to another venue, and then see what you can do. Because the young guys on the road, like they're in their first band and they're starting to play around, whatever, and they're playing a lot of them, those country double douche bars.
Definitely.
Adam, we're all familiar with
What?
those. The ones I hate, the fake venues. What you'll see after the show, you'll see a couple of the band guys that pair. Usually they're not friends with everybody, but a couple of dudes will pair up. They start doing laps after the show, just walking around, doing
Yep.
laps, going, "Hey, check me out! I was just playing, and
Yeah,
hey,
did you
what's
see
going
me
on?"
up
So
there?
weird because
Yeah.
that's what I do at the strip club to make money, and guys do it just for fucking pussy. Like, what are they getting out of that? Like,
Yeah. These are the young, inexperienced guys
The fucking losers.
They're taking laps around the bar to say, "Hey, we just played. Check me out. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find." They're looking around. They're literally hunting and gathering. That's what they're
gross.
trying to do. But now,
bizarre.
the guys who've been
for
laid before,
vagina. Ugh.
the guys who've been laid before and don't have anything to prove, they will just go to the bar, usually with the hottest bartender, and stay there in one spot and let the girls come to them. Like, I don't
Yeah.
need to walk around. And, you know, I've done this before. I'm just going to one spot and they'll come up. And usually what will happen is you'll eventually get a crowd around you. You'll sign some stuff, take some pictures, and then people will buy you beer.
I feel like that's the best
Baller.
method. Definitely
See,
hang around.
Yeah,
by the
you
bar.
play Who Wants to
I
Buy
would
Who Wants to
prefer-
Buy the bass player a beer game.
Yeah.
At the bar.
I see. If I was a musician, I would definitely prefer alcohol over
Vagina.
fucking vagina because you don't know what those girls have.
That's true. Definitely, I feel like that's a thing that needs to be discussed with.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably a lot
musicians
easier
and-
to get it's probably a lot easier for blowjobs than it is for actual sex or you're on the road in those situations because there's not a lot of time. There's nowhere you can go.
But
And
by
that's
the
usually
way-
one thing that you can do real quick.
Unless you
can-
nut quick. Sorry. Sorry.
I think it goes both ways.
Really? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if both ways for like girls.
I think it's skill versus how excited somebody is.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
But also, you can still catch herpes from oral sex.
I don't want to hear it.
People
Can we
listen.
edit
And
that out, Adam?
And
We're
that
gonna edit that. I'm
and
not
that
going with
incurable gonorrhea.
that. No, we're editing that out.
Well, you got to teach these people about safe sex and sex health.
How are they going to learn if they don't catch something?
Oh my god.
Gross.
You can't hold someone's hand all through life.
That's true. Also, it can lay dormant for up to 20 years. So
Oh
watch
my
out.
God. 20 years?
I probably have it.
Mike's looking at his calendar right now. Mike's like, wait a minute, 20 years?
No, you know what I do, Adam? I get physicals.
Ooh.
I say test everything.
He said physicals.
Physicals.
I just drooled.
That means once
Don't
every
look at
year.
me.
One every year.
Dude,
20 years.
I get checked like
Don't quote me
every
on that.
other
It might
month.
be 10.
I think the stat for how most of that stuff gets spread are truck drivers.
Yeah.
I think they did a study on that where truck drivers are spreading that stuff out so fast.
I mean, that makes
that
sense.
from the women.
Yeah.
That they're at the truck stops. They call it commercial entertainment.
I think
Adam?
that's called
Is that
prostitution.
what it's called?
I think it's commercial entertainment. And what will happen is these truck drivers they'll roll around and they might get like 2 or 3 girls before the symptoms even show up. So they're just passing that stuff pretty fast.
That's so sad. You know. Oh,
Poor-
you
poor
made
truck
me want to
drivers.
lecture right now because it just shows that we need prostitution to be legal and regulated, so these women like have the means to protect themselves.
And they should be at shows backstage afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Protecting
Yeah,
themselves.
definitely.
With condoms.
All right.
And regular testing.
This is another musician trick. See if you've heard this one. This is I gave a name to this, Adam.
Okay.
I call it the junior high getaway. You probably have all done it, and probably in junior high, or maybe even before that. Okay, so you're at the bar, and you like someone,
junior high.
and you're talking, and everyone else is there, other band members, other girls, whatever, and so you're trying to do the junior high getaway. So the one band guy doesn't say anything, just leaves, goes to the bathroom, right? The other girl stays there. She's on her phone. She's talking a little bit, but she's kind of slowly starting to distance herself from the pack of the crowd by herself. And then a couple of minutes later, she's gone.
Because she was texting him. And he was,
No,
Wait.
no, she's not. She's just waiting
For
the distance between one guy the guy leaves. She waits out for a few minutes more, and then she mysteriously
goes to the bathroom, and it's like, weird, I didn't know I was going to find you here.
Yeah, where the girls call it ghost. Then she ghosts.
Okay.
And then she goes and then meets him somewhere else, and then they get it on so that nobody knows anything was going on.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's no evidence.
Yeah. Usually this
Junior
happens
high
at like
getaway.
the junior high. It's like at the dance when you're trying to get away from the chaperones.
I went to Catholic school, so I
So
never
you're a
did
bad
that.
girl.
The
never
Catholic
did
school
that.
girls were the worst. They're the ones who disappeared for 9 months out of the year. Where did someone...
Because they got pregnant.
What happened the junior year? We family emergency. We were in another country for 9 months. And she's back now.
That
She's
did not
back.
happen to me, though.
She's back now.
I was a prude.
We don't talk about the 9 months she was gone. Yeah, Catholic schools, because you know why? Because they didn't have any street smarts. Like the public
That's
school
true.
girls, you couldn't fool them. They had defense. They knew what was going on. They watched. They had cable. They could watch MTV growing up.
Yeah.
They knew what was going on. The Catholic school girls
I didn't
had
get laid
no
that
clue.
much in high school because I had crippling depression.
Yeah,
That's sad.
they had no
No, it
clue.
was fine. It was worth it. I didn't get STDs in high school because of my depression.
There you go. So I guess there's a pro to it.
Yeah.
Depression saved your life. You turned the bad into a good.
Depression saved
Nice.
my vagine.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Well, so y'all have never done that junior
No,
high
never.
getaway? Never at the
Not
dance?
that no.
Not later on in years. That's because it's funny when you see it.
I've done that at like parties, but not at like shows.
Oh yeah,
No.
I mean I've definitely done that at parties and
But it's usually
no, I've
like
never
planned.
done that at shows.
Like
Yeah, you don't want
You,
anyone
like,
else to know
you
who
make
you're
that
going to hook
eye-
up with.
you
Yes.
make that eye contact at the guy you want and like do the little head tilt, like,
And then you have to do
and
the
then they
awkward.
wander away, and then you kind of wander away, and everybody's like, "Where did they go?" And they're like,
Then you have to
In
do
the
the even more
bathroom.
awkward
having
exit
hardcore anal or
from
something. Sorry.
from whatever room you were in. I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. What did I say? I don't know.
I always just say, "Did you drive here?" And they go, "Yeah." I go, well, "Let's go check out your car."
Let's go to my minivan. There's lots of room in it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's worked quite a bit. Adam, no? All right. In Beaumont, actually, y'all ever been there? We should call that place Blowmont because like every time, guaranteed.
BJ's. Couple BJ's. There you go.
Bushes.
Bzz.
I don't know. I just wish some of these girls would stay in their region that we give them. Just stay. Do not. Don't encroach in this another because that's rude.
Well, that
It
probably
is
means
rude.
that they're stalking you too, which isn't very healthy.
I don't know. I think they know what's going on. They can't be, girls at that age cannot be that delusional to think
No.
that guy's
They're just
coming
very
there.
desperate and like I don't know. I think of myself when I was like
Some girls
fucking
get it
with
though.
band guys and like I was not mentally healthy. Y'all are getting
The low
blowjobs.
self-esteem age.
Yeah, y'all are getting back in those days. Y'all are probably getting blowjobs from very mentally disturbed girls.
I think a lot of musicians prey on low
yeah,
self-esteem.
yeah.
That's what they're looking for.
Totally.
That's my whole high school reality is just getting preyed on
Oh, that's.
in a romantic way.
Oh,
It was
okay.
consensual.
She brings it down and then she brings it back
Brings
up.
back
Yeah.
up.
Okay,
Nice.
I like that. I like
Ooh,
that.
it's a roller coaster.
I don't know about any of all that.
Hey, you're asking.
I think that there's some girls that are pro about it though. They get it.
Yeah.
They're kind of like dudes. They got like a dude's brain when it comes to that.
That's the best.
Me now.
That's the best way to be.
Yeah, there's no text later. Mm-hmm. There's
What?
nothing more. We want to talk about depression. Seeing the band guy the morning later sitting on the sofa on the bus. Like, what are you doing, dude? No, just texting. Blah 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 blah. I was like, really, dude?
Why?
We're like 7
just-
hours away from there. It's over, dude. You're not
That's
gonna
it.
see that
You're
girl
done.
for
Just
like
Just add
6
her on
months.
Instagram and get over it.
Yeah. Get a couple of naked pics out of it and then call it a day.
We think about the musicians that have more than one cell phone.
Does that happen?
You know what I'm talking? Oh yeah.
Sketch. That's real sketch.
That's very like young thuggish. Like I don't picture like country boys doing that.
Really?
Yeah, because there's that one rap
Well.
song, Two Phones, that's about that. But
There's
I
a
don't-
song called Two Phones.
Yeah.
Really?
I got two phones.
Interesting.
It's good.
There's
Yeah.
some Texas country dudes that have 2 phones. Some artists.
Really?
Yeah.
One for like the wife and one for the host?
And one for Nashville, one for business. I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure
I
it's
really
for business.
Yeah, it's for business.
So
I'm sure.
I wonder, what do the girlfriends/wives, do they know about the phones, or and if they
No, it's a
do,
pocket phone, girl.
So then
Girlfriend wives.
girlfriend wives.
That'd be a good show.
Do they question them about it? Do they like if they do? Because I feel like
It just leads to divorce eventually.
of course.
But sooner or later, someone's going to say something. Online has probably broken up so many marriages. Just social
I don't
media.
know.
Social media has killed a lot of
absolutely.
relationships.
Because that one the country band guy is fucking the recent. Starts with an M, girl, you know.
Yeah.
I straight up told his girlfriend, like, dude, I've been fucking your boyfriend. I'm so sorry about that. Like,
So you were sorry.
No, because he told me he was single. He was real shisty about it, and I told her. And
So
they're
you were
like,
apologetic.
They're like more in love. No, I was being a bitch. I wanted her to cry. I wanted to drink her tears. Fuck her.
So then you weren't
Fuck her.
sorry.
No, I wasn't sorry. I wanted to hurt her, but it didn't
But
work.
you didn't know, though.
It didn't work because no, I knew.
It
And I kept-
backfired on you.
You're changing your
backfired.
story here.
Okay, so do you want to
Did you like the guy?
Yes.
Oh, no. So
It
you
just-
found you liked the guy, and then you found out, and then you were pissed off, so
He
you wanted
told
to
me
hurt.
he was
You wanted to get
single,
rid of her.
and then I found out, and I was like, "No, it's cool. It's cool that you have a girlfriend. That's fine." And we kept going about it, but then I sent him a postcard from Amsterdam, and she found it and went nuts on me. And before
Good thing you
then,
didn't text the wrong
Before
phone.
then, right. Before then, I
Just
was like,
snail mailed it.
I was like, "Girl, we're not doing anything," because I still wanted that dick. So I was like, "Girl, we're not doing anything," and I lied to her. And then after she caught me the second time sending him a postcard, I was like, "Well, surprise, bitch! I've been taking that dick like a pro." And sorry, can we not talk? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna keep going. And she was like,
Can you
"No,
describe taking it as a pro?
weren't." Very greatly with pride,
Like
and
hands behind your head, or what are we talking about?
yeah, yeah.
She had to do
No.
it first.
One leg behind my head, like
Are you getting strangled slightly?
yeah. Guys love that.
This podcast is turning real quick.
I'm just trying to
It's
trying
lit.
to paint a picture
He's
here.
trying to get some
So,
visuals.
so I told her, and she went into like straight denial, like, "You're fucking psychotic." And I was like,
Duh.
"Yeah, well, okay, yeah, that's why I'm still fucking a guy that I know has a girlfriend. Clearly, I'm not Will."
This was a long time ago.
No, this was like a month ago. My crazy laugh. I'm like, but
Aaron, see me after class.
okay. And I'm like, yes,
She's like,
professor. And she found out, and she's like more in love with him now. It's so weird. I
Aw,
don't
so
get
you
it.
brought them together.
I
in
brought
a
them
way.
together.
You're
I
like
bond
a-
them through like,
You're like a fucked up matchmaker.
yeah.
That's cute.
I'm so happy for them.
You made yourself so
You were magic.
so batshit crazy
That she was like,
that she appeared really good, and he was like, you know what?
he probably
maybe I
just
need to go back to
manipulated her and lied to
Yeah,
her.
it
Like
was really. I feel like it was all this guy.
yeah.
So I wonder who he's
such a-
cheating with now.
Oh, I know like 7 girls. He told me all the girls. he
7
fucks behind her
girls.
back. Yeah.
Give me one name.
Ooh, Mariah.
Mariah. Is that a real
She's
name?
a fucking cunt. I hate that girl.
Is that her real
I don't
name?
want. Why are we talking about?
I don't know. We've gotten
Yeah,
very
Mariah's
into
really-
this.
Yeah.
His name is.
I'm just trying not to burp into the microphone.
Every
right
now and then I'll throw in some more music stuff.
It was bad. Stacy slapped my hand for even being in that situation because I found out he was cheating like a year ago, and I kept going with it. So bad.
That's awful.
I'm such a hoe.
What's
God bless you.
What's
All right.
bless your
So
heart.
Enough about me.
some of these road girls or whatever y'all call them, fan. I don't know what
Groupies?
they
Are they groupies?
Or is that what I've
are. I
always?
feel like that
thought,
word
that's
is so
so dated.
old now.
Yeah, it's
Definitely a
dated.
dated word.
fangirls.
I don't. I
Or,
could be.
I mean,
Just
I don't know.
I think it's like it's the first name and then the city they're in for their last name on the phone. I think that's how it
Yeah,
goes. It's,
I mean-
it's like name and then city.
that makes sense. I think it's very easy.
provocateurs.
Yeah, because if you have one, because if you say you go through like a Jennifer Street, you can't have all these. You know,
A
Jennifer's
Jennifer
on your
Street?
phone.
Do you like? Do you
it's
ever,
a really popular name,
okay?
and like you travel around a lot.
For white
it'll be
girls.
this. Well, it's not like I haven't tried.
Have you ever met a black Jennifer?
I haven't actually.
Exactly. It's a white girl name. You got to type.
Or it's a Mexican girl name as well.
True.
So
Why are you limiting my options here? Anyway, so when you do get in a relationship and you get older and you just don't care about that stuff anymore, you know, you can't be like in your 30s going to the doctor for something that you should have had in your 20s.
Like,
That's just
like
embarrassing.
syphilis?
Yeah.
or
right?
like even the clap.
Yeah.
You know
What is the clap? Is that gonorrhea?
It's this.
Chlamydia.
It's chlamydia.
Is that the sound chlamydia makes?
It
Yeah.
does.
Is that the sound?
clapping?
You've heard that before.
Before you contract it.
Boom. All right.
Woo!
So yeah. So now these. So what do you do with all these girls in all these different places? Well, you turn them into your personal runner.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
is
because
that?
then when you
Great
show up at
idea.
the town,
Yeah, Aaron doesn't know what a runner
Okay.
is.
those shitty, crappy metal hardcore bands that you used to follow with the van, they probably don't have a runner. Runner is somebody that works through the venue, has a car or a van, and will take the band guys around if they need to go somewhere else, like back and forth to the hotel or whatever.
Find a different way to use her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
so
running.
then now,
so bad.
so now if you're in that band, and then you call her up, and then like, hey, I got clothes to wash. Can we get something to eat?
Bitch, I want some Panda Express.
Yeah,
What's up?
Exactly.
That's genius.
She takes you to Panda. You buy her food at Panda. Maybe even take her to Starbucks. Who knows?
Oh, wow.
Or make her
And then
pay.
she's washing your clothes, and you're getting away from all your other band guys for like 3 hours, which
Okay.
is like solid gold to get away from all the dudes that you're with all the time.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
that relationship matures and develops into like this kind of, we're still hanging out, we're being cool, which is probably what she wanted in the first place. Someone
Yeah.
just to talk and hang out, and be cool, and not have to,
Because
do
her,
all that stuff.
because her self-esteem is low.
Yeah.
No, well, not anymore.
She will suck dick, but really she wants a meaningful relationship and a
Yeah.
friend.
Or
Yeah.
just some Panda Express, to be honest.
Some egg
Who
rolls.
doesn't?
She just wants to put something in her mouth. Food, dick, who knows?
Preferably food.
Starbucks.
And by that time, they're probably married or have a serious relationship, but they'll still come see you. Yeah, they probably won't go to the show anymore.
Or she's like a single mom and she doesn't know who the dad is because she was fucking all these
Band
country
guys.
boys.
Like I said, don't answer the phone on Father's Day.
Wow.
And the baby probably has like herpes in its eyes.
Ah,
That happens when. Sorry,
Yeah.
I took it too far. Edit that out.
Yeah, edit that out. That's awful.
Sorry, I'm a terrible person.
quit looking at those pictures and those books.
I'm sorry.
You won't be able to sleep at night.
No, I sleep fine.
That's
Oh yeah.
I'm okay with reality.
it's probably the weed.
It's not my reality.
I think those pictures of people that caught certain things, that's worse than horror movies.
That's horrible.
Just flipping through that book.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like so. I studied abroad for a sex health program.
What was her name? Ba-boom. Okay.
And like those pictures they show you, like to scare us, like in the States, they don't do that abroad. They're all like untreated herpes that you've had for like 30 years. It's like worst case
How do you not
scenario.
know that you have herpes for
Exactly.
30 years?
And that's the type of shit. I know this is totally off subject, but it's like they're not.
The whole podcast is off subject.
Yeah, we've completely
It's like they're
gone
not
off.
showing you like, oh, I got syphilis a week ago. This is what it looks like. It's like they're showing you pictures of like, I got syphilis 40 years ago and I forgot to go to the doctor for 40 years
Forgot.
straight.
That's horrifying.
And it's like the
Yeah,
most
like I
scary.
forgot to pay alimony.
It's very fear-inducing. STDs really aren't that serious, other than like herpes and AIDS.
yeah. Just got to get rid of the stigma.
I think they have a cure for AIDS now.
Money?
Haven't they cured people?
Money?
Well, I think, yeah, it's called money.
Ching, ching.
Yeah, you got to be
Hello,
rich.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, hello, he's
Yeah,
rich.
He's cured.
Money. Have you seen that South Park episode where they just inject people with money and it cures their AIDS?
No.
That's so funny.
Have you seen that, Adam?
No, but I need to watch
I have
it.
not.
now.
I don't
Is that
watch,
show still on?
I don't
Oh,
watch
it's so
South
good.
Park
South Park is
ever.
so good. You're missing out.
No, I don't think I am, to be honest.
Well,
I have a lot of Real
That's your
Housewives
delusion.
to watch.
oh, because that's better.
Housewives?
Yes,
I think there's
He
a
watches
South
it
Park
too.
episode about
Oh,
the
man.
Desperate
he
Housewives.
watches it too.
I'd
He
I'd rather
knows.
listen to Texas Country than watch. That's how much I
That's
can't
because you
stand.
haven't watched them through.
Watch
They're
Miami.
fascinating.
Is that what you're tweeting about all the time?
Yes, that with the hashtags.
You're just venting out?
Yep, I'm live tweeting as I'm watching. That's what I was doing this
still have
morning
a
How can you
Tweeter?
watch and live tweet?
because I'm watching and I'm on my laptop tweeting as I'm watching.
But that's like a disconnect. You're not fully engaged in
oh,
either
I'm
one.
engaged. I'm real engaged.
She's engaged, Adam.
Yeah, she's engaged to it.
When are you going to say something? You just back there
I know,
laughing
this is
every
like
3
the-
seconds.
I know.
You just back there, yeah.
I haven't even been in this one. If you
He's
notice.
back there.
I think we need to make that
Laughing.
T-shirt.
I'm looking
what was it? Domino.
Yeah.
That's his real name. He said he put like T-Bay rant, and then underneath he put Adam. Yeah. I think we need that on a T-shirt.
I need that T-shirt.
That's pretty much it.
I just want the one that just says Adam, and then in quotation marks, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does all the time. Like he says yeah all the time, and on your podcast, Aaron, you say like all the time.
Oh yeah, that's because I'm a bad speaker.
Yeah, she. I think there's a lot of likes in here. So.
They say people that are very intelligent say and like a lot because our brain moves faster than our mouths, so we have to put in pauses.
And so what they do is they learn other words to put in place of those, like so.
So
Yeah.
like
No.
That's just too much work.
Wait, so you listen to our podcast?
Yeah. Why do you think you're on here?
Tight.
I listen to your podcast with earmuffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, that was rude.
How's that rude?
I'm out of here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, with like these on. I thought you were talking about earplugs so that you weren't
Earmuffs.
Okay.
Muffs. Because you're saying dirty words.
So he can't hear you.
Like muff.
Oh, good.
Heyo. What, Adam? What?
Next.
Next? Like next or next?
Next.
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 Were you in New Zealand?
You have anything to
Very
add to this
Australian?
over here?
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Oh yeah, you're married. This was a bad idea. You can have a married couple in here.
I don't give a shit what he talks about.
We're not, like,
I
me
can
and
talk
Stacey
about
talk
anything
the
I
most
want.
fucked up shit. Yeah, they don't care. They're fine.
He has to edit my podcast episodes, so he's heard a lot.
They're edited.
No.
No.
I mean, when we got to cut out certain when we
Whenever
go
I
off topic,
accidentally say guys' name,
or when she says something fucked up.
What school are you in?
I'm gonna get stalked. I go to Texas State. I'm in the
I didn't mean
agriculture-
what university. I meant like the what you're studying.
You said
Oh, an animal science major.
Animal science. Oh, you think some
Animal-
musicians you met could have been in the animal science subject?
Like they're into bestiality or what?
That's not where I was going, but we can go there.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think they're into bestiality.
Yeah. Most of the guys in my degree program are rednecks. It's so unattractive. Like
That's
there's
another 10
so many
followers
Trump stickers
lost.
in my area of school. We have like this building that's off to the side. And it's
Animal
just
science.
out
What do you do
there.
with the animal science degree?
Sorry. That was me.
That's
I'm
from
sorry.
one beer.
I drink it really fast.
right.
I'm a functioning alcoholic. Hello. I wanted to go to vet school, but now I decided vet school is ridiculous and hard and expensive. So I'm going to go into research or something.
It's ridiculous because it's expensive. What's your what pets do you have?
I have 2 dogs. 2 amazing, phenomenal, mystic dogs.
Stacy has a dog now.
I do.
Just
I've had
one?
one, yeah.
She has a
several
Yorkie.
years.
I too have a Yorkie. And they're supposed to be dating. Our dogs are supposed to meet and date, but you keep being a fucking Judas and not allowing them to meet.
Some musicians are dogs.
True. Every musician I've dated has been a fucking dog.
I think it's the style. I mean, you need to switch genres.
It's the Texas hardcore, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
What
it's a
is
lot
that?
worse.
Explain what that is.
fucking
I've never even
know.
heard of these
It's
bands.
like-
Let the
Garbage.
listener know what Texas hardcore.
I have no idea.
It's
know
like
how to explain Texas hardcore.
post-punk music mixed in with some metal.
Fucking.
Everyone wearing all black.
No, everybody's wearing camo. Oh, maybe that was like 10 years ago.
Camo shorts.
Everybody
and
was wearing
black
camo shorts
shirts.
and New Balance.
Like what?
I don't think musicians should wear shorts
And
on
everybody
stage.
was straight edge
So
and
does
vegan.
does
Except
Texas,
Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. He's the only exception.
does Texas hardcore do they brag about how great Texas is?
Oh yeah.
Is that
I guess it depends on what
Yeah,
band.
there's that one band, Pride Kills. Good guys. That's a good band. They never actually. One of my good friends is in Pride Kills, or was in Pride Kills because they're not around anymore. They're very Texas-y. There's like a Texas hardcore.
I fucking hate Texas.
Do you remember when Texas Hardcore had that fucking website, texashardcore.com?
Yes, I do.
And my nudes were all over that shit. My underage
I knew
nudes.
there was some fucked up story coming out of her saying, "Remember this one thing?"
And you
There's
want to move away from her?
something. No, I don't. I'm gonna take her with me.
I think it's a bad
Put
idea.
me in your palm
I'm not gonna move. That's never gonna happen. As long as this place is here.
That's a
never
Texas
gonna
tattoo on you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
She too is all about the Texas life. Y'all.
Could never go anywhere else.
Where you can name your kids nicknames.
Like Emma.
I was asking the guy that I'm fucking right now that if we accidentally had a kid, even though I have an IUD, so this was a creepy question for me to be asking him. It was just like a
You have an improvised explosive device? What are you talking about?
An IUD.
Up in my uterus.
I thought you said IED.
I swore she said IUD.
My
also.
She said IED.
I said IUD.
You said,
'cause
I heard
don't know what
IUD, girl. I got you.
Nux girl.
IUD.
I was like, if we accidentally had a kid, which is just like a
If a
fucked
baby
up question,
starts to form,
Oh, no.
that's what would happen to it.
Adam just ripped his beard
Off
off.
with its head. Vacuum that shit out of me. No, I was like, so if I accidentally had a daughter with you, could we name it my stripper name? Could it be Jolene? And he's like, you're the most fucked up person I've ever met.
That's
Let's
your
have
name?
sex. Yeah. Jolene.
No, you do not come out in that song.
Jolene. I can't sing worth a shit, but that is what I named myself after. Because
there's going to be so much
Where are we at, Adam?
stuff that we're going to have to take out of
What
this.
bullet point are we on? No, leave it all. Leave it
Do y'all
all.
do bullet points? We do bullet
Do you
points.
strip to the song, Jolene?
Ooh, I should, but I
You
work in
should.
like a hip hop
Feel
club.
like
I'm
She'll
a
put a beat behind it.
Yeah. I'm sure
Jolene,
somebody's done it.
that's
Jolene.
already put a beat.
I'm definitely like, you don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just like clapping like
Like,
that's
why
what
are you
Just clapping on 1 and 3.
Jolene. Sorry. Stacey's
You can't
like,
just hit the mic. She's that kid that you say, don't touch that burner. She's going to touch it anyway.
I should have brought my fidget spinner.
Are fidget spinners still a thing? I heard they were done.
I think they had those like a long time ago, too. I don't think they worked then either.
They're actually for ADHD kids, but then everybody and their fucking mom got them. Because apparently we're appropriating ADHD, motherfuckers.
I think it promotes that.
Yeah.
No, they're great. I love my fidget spinner.
What are you
So
drinking
you
over there?
have one.
This is Love Street.
Carbach. It's a good one.
Carbach.
My friend Sierra, my best friend Sierra, who also dances with
Stacy's
me.
right there.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, I have
Little my
multiple
chopped
best
liver.
friends. I've known you longer than Sierra, so you're a little bit above her. Whatever. She sent me a fucking Snapchat of she put a fidget spinner on her boyfriend's dick and made it spin. And sent me a picture. I was like, why?
How erect was he
And it was
then?
red, white, and blue. He was very erect. I was like,
Very.
I did not want to see your ginger boyfriend's fucking pink
Ginger dick.
and fucking orange pubic hair.
Adam's got red hair.
Yeah, but she doesn't send me dick pics of him, so I don't care. I mean, if you want to, no. What am I saying? Cut.
She's had too much Love Street, guys.
Well, I had
Where are we
one.
at, Adam?
This is me after one beer.
About an hour.
Shit.
All right.
No.
What you have anything that you want to say about your time as a young, low self-esteem, depressed girl going to see bands that
Going to see
were in
Texas
bands?
hardcore.
I don't know. Texas hardcore, man. That's the only fucking scene I was a groupie for, and I ended up with like 8 stitches across my face. Those
Oh,
guys were
that sounds
fucking
terrible.
shitty. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. One of those guys beat me up. They're fucking shitty. Fuck Texas hardcore. Fuck it. Am I
Yeah, those
right?
guys are pretty terrible
They're
people.
terrible.
Are they from?
not
They're from
all of
Corpus,
them.
aren't they? San Antonio.
all over Texas. I don't fucking know.
For
South
corporate,
Texas.
I don't know.
They need to get baptized in the ocean if they are. Fuck them.
You just gotta rub Selena's ass on the statue for good
Yeah,
luck
yeah.
when you go there.
Oh, rest her soul.
No, I could just, I mean, before anything, because I never got to throw this in there. One time I did have an experience with a guy who was in a pretty big band. Is of course, the singer.
Which
right?
band was it? Was it Sudden Death?
I'm not going to say what it was.
Say
No,
it.
no, it wasn't a hardcore band. I'm not going to say who it was.
Was it Chiodos? I sucked one of the guys from Chiodos' dick.
I actually know one of the guy's wives.
I thought it was him.
I don't know, probably not. What did he play?
I don't remember.
Okay, we'll not talk about it. No, but this guy, he was in that same vein of music. So,
Okay. Screamo.
Went down to Corpus, play, and think we had been talking on like MySpace, you know, just
Right.
shooting, which I already knew. Like this dude's probably talking to a bunch of other people. I don't really care. Let's see if I can get it in, you know. And meet him at the bar. We're drinking, whatever, and a friend of mine was with me, and she was 19 at the time. So at a certain point, they kick you out of the bar if you're under 21. So I was like, "Hey, go wait in your car for me. I'll be done in a minute." And I'm trying to like get this going, and it's not working. But he's into it, but he's not. Until I realized, and he's like, "Yeah, can you buy me a beer?" I'm like, "Oh, go fuck yourself," because
he was
like
under 21.
No. He just is a piece of shit. Like clearly over 21. Has some money.
scrub.
Albums in Target at the time. Like I'm like, you got some money, bitch.
He was playing Who Wants to
just
Buy
being-
Me a Beer game.
Exactly. And then he turns to me and
name
he's
was
like,
Michael.
"Man,"
No.
he goes, "all you Corpus girls are just alike. You're all pretty terrible." And I'm like, I'm out.
Later.
Like, peace. Fuck you and
That's
your beer. I'm
so
out.
rude.
Like, I was like,
You don't
I
wanna
was
say
gonna
what
blow
band he's
you,
in?
but
I love calling people out. She never lets me. She always like.
I'm not
bleeps
gonna
out
say
the
who it
names.
is. No, this
We're
is.
not calling
I mean, they're
people
not
out
big anymore,
till season 3.
really.
Of
But
course
I'm
they're not. It was
Season 3 is
screamo.
I'll tell you
No.
after.
Nobody
we're
gives
off
a
here.
shit about screamo or Texas hardcore. That's
I'll tell
why
you
it's
who
so
it is after.
shameful. Why did I do that to myself?
Because you were under 25.
I know the confidence thing. Damn it.
That was only like my fun story. That was it.
It's okay.
I think I've got other stories, but I don't
No, I
want to
have
go into
like
it.
tins of stories. Tins of them.
Tins.
Adam, do we have any hats left?
Do we have any hats left?
You saw all the ones that you had?
I sold the ones here, and I gave. Yeah.
I think I only have like 5 left.
Ooh,
Hey,
we're
when are y'all
already
gonna
on-
make Bad Truth koozies?
Do we need koozies?
Yes.
Stacy has a butt patch on right now.
Yeah.
Bad Truth.
She's wearing a Bad Truth patch from that
We
one of
need
the hats.
pussy POV.
Yeah.
Yeah, do y'all have
patches.
merch?
Yeah. Do you
Not
have
yet.
Pussy POV shirts,
No,
hats.
not yet.
No.
No. Well, if anyone wants a hat, direct message us on Instagram or
Tweeter.
yes.
Can we plug our stuff real quick?
Well, of course.
If y'all want to go follow us on Instagram, because that's the only thing we have
Sound
right
so
now.
sad. Say
you
with
can go
confidence, girl.
You can go find us at PVSSY POV Podcast, and yeah, you have to do PVSSY because
Roman spelling.
Social media censors us. We can't say pussy.
And if you fell in love with me in the podcast, you can also find me there. Stacy is taken. So do not follow her, but you can follow me.
You can follow me.
Yeah, you can follow her too, but she's taken. So just know that.
They don't have to follow for, not everything has to be sexual.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You can,
Sorry. I'm sorry I'm a little hoe. It's part of my life.
After class here. See me after class.
Detention.
So yeah, so you
I'm into
have Twitter. No, you don't have Twitter.
No, we
just
don't.
Instagram.
Just Instagram. Yeah.
iTunes, Stitcher. Same as us.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Wherever podcasts are heard, you can hear us.
part of the Yellow Dog podcast family.
I guess this is it, huh? This is the family.
This is the family till we start another podcast.
We should do a Halloween one.
Yeah.
When's that? That's the best
Spooky.
month of the year.
It's
Halloween?
October.
I think if y'all do a Halloween episode, it's
You can
going to
talk
have
about-
to be on our,
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all have to come
Thing.
to our podcast now.
To your porch.
yes, to my
Podcasting porch.
Because my entire house is Halloween themed year round.
It's dark, isn't it?
It's
You're the
Halloween
opposite
themed.
of
It's horror movie
Lala's Little
posters.
Nugget in Austin. It's the Christmas bar.
Oh, yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's all just horror movies
hate
and Halloween
Christmas.
stuff.
I hate Christmas.
Don't go in that bar.
I
then.
do love
I'd
that time of
vomit.
year, though. I like between October and January because you get all the holidays.
I like it because I get to dress up like a sexy elf at work.
Again.
She always takes it
Can't
back.
be just an elf.
No, because she's a little hoe. She already told you.
I'm not a
She's
hoe.
taller than you.
I'm not
Okay.
a little hoe.
But I can't call her a big hoe because then
But
that
I am a
sounds bad.
stripper. So kind of goes with the territory. Sorry, I want to be a sexy elf. My bad.
You could be a smart elf.
I wear my
You can
glasses,
be sexy
so-
and smart.
Yeah.
A STEM elf.
There
I'm
you
a
go.
STEM elf.
And
What
a
does that
hoe.
mean? I'm a STEM sexy elf?
You could.
I'm a scientific elf.
What's STEM stand for?
Science, technology, engineering, and math. Ow!
Can I get Adam? What are you doing? There, thank you.
Hey, Michael. What does ISRC stand for?
ISRC. I don't know. International Recording Sound.
Oh,
something.
I should have remembered that because wasn't that on y'all's last episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Once I say the stuff, it's like school here. Each episode is like a year in school, and I forget everything.
Yeah.
It's over.
Pretty much.
I move on. .org.
/you.
All right. Stacy, Aaron.
Thanks
Pussy
so
POV.
much for having us
I
on.
don't know what we did here, but I think we did enough.
Lost followers
we
is
lost
what you did.
followers.
We're not losing followers.
Oh,
You can't lose what you don't have.
I
If
told
the people
Aaron-
leave, then they weren't really followers. Then.
I told Aaron.
Bad truth.
I told Aaron that if like you post this and people like leave y'all comments, tweet, whatever, like I said, I'm very sensitive. So
them to
if somebody
me.
says anything bad, I will probably cry.
Forward it to me.
So please don't say anything bad about me.
I love hate mail.
Because then
I thrive off hate mail.
All right,
send
everyone
anything
leave
else.
Stacy. Leave your comments about Stacy alone, good
Your
or bad.
comments about
yeah,
Stacey
because
to
you can't
Aaron.
say anything bad about me. I'm Adam's wife. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love hate mail though. Send it all to me.
So send it all to Aaron, or just add her name.
Yeah.
She can take it.
Pussy. POV.
Pussy.
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 Yeah, it's like
But our
the
podcast isn't called Pussy. It's Pussy
They
POV.
just want to let us actually type out pussy. Do you remember how confused we were over that?
it's Roman spelling. They couldn't chisel a U. They had to. All the U's were V's when
Well,
they
no,
chiseled
just
them.
because they won't let us say pussy on social media.
On the
It's a
Instagram.
whole
trying to help
feminist
you, but
issue
you
that we're not
refuse
trying to
to
get
help.
into.
Anyways.
Okay, we're done here.
Okay.
Let's do this
Alright.
again in October,
Yes.
and hopefully next time it'll be even more random than this. I think.
We should-
I think we should even have. I think our problem on this one was that we actually had a topic. We should just not have. We should just
should
have
just
four
talk last
people
time.
sitting
Hey.
around.
But this was our first time, so we needed to kind of get a feel for everybody.
Next time we'll have like beer and like Halloween candy.
I'll bring some weed. You like
Yeah.
weed?
Yeah, you can bring
Hey,
that.
you guys like weed?
You guys want to get high?
and then
We can play some trap music. Get it
and then
real
we'll all,
popping in here.
all three of us will sit here and we'll psychoanalyze Aaron.
Yes.
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Ooh.
I need some
It'll be the
psychoanalyzing.
Aaron 316 episode.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we needed Aaron 316.
All right.
That'll probably be everything you took out of the episode.
Just
No,
edit
she's
it
got
back
more.
in.
Yeah.
She's got more.
She's
Oh,
definitely
I'm
got
a
more.
very complex and deep person.
All right.
All right.
Quit bragging. All right, we're done.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.